This time of the month always hits me hard because she was killed on the 10th, and I got the news on the 12th. And every month, kind of like a built-in alarm, I just start reliving everything all over. What was really bad, or to me it was, we buried her, closed casket, anonymous, no name, under an alias, because the FBI felt it would be better if the press didn't find me, particularly at that time, and I agree with them. I don't think I could have dealt with it. But now it's been long enough. I got her monument and had everything put in under her name, and she's in Muskogee with her grandparents and her other family, aunts and uncles.
You said you talked to her the day before she left for Louisiana?
Yes, I talked to her. She called me faithfully every night. I miss those calls more than anything, because we'd laugh and talk about the day, and she'd want to hear everything I went on at work, my trials and tribulations with the people I dealt with.
Did you think you had talked her out of going?
I thought so, because I had, made my usual plans to be there over the weekend. And I just didn't realize I should have, because she gets something in her mind, she won't let it go. In many ways, she was not 43 years old, she was still a child. You'd have to have known her to understand the way her mind worked. Looking at her, you might have thought she was normal, but if you talked to her a couple of minutes, you'd know she wasn't. And you could look at her eyes and see they were different.
Well, what would she say that would make a person realize it?
It's just the way she talked, real fast. Sometimes she could talk intelligently, but she would keep repeating herself, or she would keep asking the same question over and over. And she was very loud. I'd have to talk to her and calm her down, speak lower, Cynthia. She wanted so desperately just to belong somewhere. And they must have done a terrific con-selling job on her, because her mind was easily worked.
I don't know how to ask this, but I have to, because some people are going to wonder about it, but did she ever express views that would be consistent with the KKK? Or was
She didn't even know what the KKK was. As I told you, she called and asked if I could make her a robe for church, and then asked me if I'd ever heard of a church called KKK. That's when I tried to explain it to her in childlike terminology, what they were. And I said, Cynthia, if you don't believe me, get on the internet, pull up KKK, and see what you find out. I said, whatever you do, don't have any more dealings with those people. They're not church. She loved going to church, and that made it hard on her, because if she couldn't get a ride, and a lot of the churches, didn't really accept her either because of the way she was. But she loved going, and I think if she could have, I tried to find her an apartment near the church she liked where she could just walk. if she could have just had someone to pick her up and take her to church once a week, I think that would have made a world of difference. I was paying one, or giving her the money to pay a couple that she was riding with for a while, and then when the gas and everything got so high, I think they had to kind of quit going too, so she lost her ride.
Well, what's next for you? Do you have any hearing dates coming up, or any?
I have not been informed of anything. I would like to know myself. You know, I'm saving all my vacation time, you know, so that, of course, under the circumstances, I could get extra time off. That's not a problem, but still, I don't want to waste it, you know. I want to wait and go down for that, because I don't know how long it'll take. And I begged them to please keep me informed and let me know I want to be there. And they said they would, or the sheriff's department did. She was such a genius in so many ways that, you know, she just couldn't cope with normal life. Said she was just too open-armed and loved anybody and everybody.